ICP will possibly reach $30, and here is how it is possible. I'm going to show you the waves, the different stuff, really, the targets, the different price in today's update. So as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. Thank you as always so much if you take the time to do it. This helps as always a lot with YouTube algorithms. Anyway, on this being said, let's get started with the medium time frame wave. So what we can see here is simply that we do have some sideways impulsive. What it means, as always, I keep repeating this because we keep doing this these days, but when you have some sideways like this, it means simply next that you're going to look for a bigger ABC zigzag or a bigger impulsive, so to speak, a bigger sideways like this. Okay, for people that are wondering, yes, we can still be bearish, whatever you want, really. Everything is possible, okay, but we're really going to focus on the probabilities today. It's possible, for example, to be in such configuration where you're in an A, B, C flat correction to go more down. The problem is in an ABC flat, it is really less probable to make an extension. And here, if you pay attention, we already went into the 200%. So it's an extension for a C, and so to make such configuration is a lot less probable. So now the most probable is to get some sideways, and if we have some sideways, the most probable next, if this is not the ABC flat, simply to look for a bigger impulsive, okay, or a bigger ABC zigzag. So this configuration, bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2 retracement, bigger wave 3, 4, 5. So we talk about a possible 200% increase in price, almost here you can see. It depends if we drop or not, but from here we look for almost a 200% rise if we have to do this impulsive, not a leading, an impulsive. Okay, now of course, if we're in an ABC zigzag, then it will be a correction to go more down. Okay, so 5 waves, correction, and another 5 waves here, but this only time can tell. I just want to show you really that it's possible at the moment to get a possible bull run start and to make this possible bigger impulsive. If we have to retrace from here, okay, because now the 5 waves are done, you have the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 is done. As always, it's possible to make a longer wave 5. This is something we do a lot these days. So for example, we can do something like this, a really bigger wave 5, okay, so to speak. I can show the waves here. Okay, this is something we can absolutely do, and do the bigger wave 1, 2 later. It's absolutely something possible, and simply do a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into these 5 waves, into this wave 5. Sorry, here. This is something we do a lot these days, like really often. Okay, if you check on all the assets, this is something we have almost everywhere, to be honest with you. So that's why it's possible for that this will happen on this asset. Now, this is not something normally we see on the market. Okay, now these days this is something we see a lot, but normally it's not something that we see. So I'm going to take the case that the 5 waves are done. We do have the 5 waves also into the wave 5. So now I'm going to take the case that we are in this bigger wave 1, 2. Now if we start rising from here, then we can be, as I said, in the bigger impulsive into the red wave 5. Okay, so now if you have to retrace from here, what target we can look for? You simply have to take your retracement tool and place it from the wave 1 top down to the wave 1 root, or as always you can do the opposite. It depends if you reversed your tool in your settings or not. I did reverse my tool, so it's from the top to the bottom. If you did not, it's from the bottom to the top. From here you can add the following targets: 38.2, 50%, 6186%, and the 786. These targets are going to be the targets where you should normally bounce from. And as always, if you're in a wave 2, you have 73% chance to retrace between the 50, 618, 66%. It's possible that we stop before, it's possible that we stop after. We just have 73% chance. We don't have 100%, but 73. So it's a high probability. Now it's not 100%, so we are never sure that we're going to stop here. Okay. And so the thing is, now, if we're a super bullish, keep an eye on the 38.2. This is where we bounce also from, if you're really going to do some big push to the upside next. But what we can do here to really get some more accurate targets, we can simply go here on the level charts. Okay, so the first real big target we have here, if we have to draw a bit more, is simply here this weekly, so around $10 down to $9 really. This weekly down to the monthly negative path control. This is the first zone of support really. If we start falling from here again, we do not hold this, flip to resistance, come back down, we're going to look for this swing failure pan right here of this consolidation. Okay, this brings us really with the 56, 186%, these two targets around there. Normally, let me just place that. You can see here we'll have the 50%, then we'll have the 6,186%. So these are really good targets. If we have to really fall from here, we can simply look for the value high. That will be more a fair auction below here. Okay, that will be so not a swing failure pan. You come back up directly and you bam reclaim. You leave the price low with a week only. But the thing is, a failed auction is when you spend some time below, you start forming something really bullish. Okay, for example, 5 waves plus absorption, all the data you want to for a long, and you start to bounce from here. Okay, so that will be a failed auction. These are the two scenarios for the swing for the pound FA level we can see here. And if we start breaking this, you can simply look more likely for the path control and the weekly level with the monthly negative path control below. This value high level will be more for a failed auction below before to reclaim this swing for the pound level. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. So these are the 3 targets we have really to the downside. Okay, we have to be aware of if we have to long this asset and if we have to buy, so to speak. We do have these possible long trade setups. We have this possible first long trade. Again, it depends on the direction we're going to get here, of the different wave we're going to get here. For example, if we have to start the C wave all the way 3 to the upside, the white wave theory, if we have to start this push to the upside, what we need to get here to start this is simply a 5 waves impulsive. So we need to get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we're going to form a bigger wave 1, 2, maybe small one here, and then bam, 3 or 5, and we're going to get this very nice price. But we need to get this impulsive first of all. So before too long, you can just wait for the 5 waves impulsive, for example, to come. If this is not coming, there is just no reason to long, and you avoid taking a loss. For example, you can go on the order flow. This is something you can learn on the website, by the way, on the MOONCHARTS.fr website. You have a link down in the description. But this can really tell you what's happening, what's going on really behind the market, if we can say that. And so, yeah, you can just make some more informed trading decisions, and you can make some really good trades, such as, for example, what I said on the Discord server. So it was, by the way, make sure to join as always. This is where I'm posting most of the time. First of all, the TAs, so I'm posting there. You have many TAs, and by the way, all of this is for absolutely free. So if you want to join, feel free. You just have to join and enjoy, as I like to say. But for example, here, this was so the trade. Okay, posted here. We've got many shorts. Just by reading the order flow, you're able to recognize which way it's more likely about to go. For example, here you just say, hey, we have many shorts getting absorbed for the moment. So if we keep doing this, it will rise. And so we kept doing absorbing clearly all the shorts. That brings us with a nice long trade, and we did broke to the upside here. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, that's an order flow. It really allows you to make some more informed trading decisions, and so you do not really gamble on the market just by betting on some few stuff. No, you really know what's going on behind the market, and so you make more informed trading decisions. But anyway, so now this is the first possible long trade setup, as you understood. Okay, and the second one is around there with a failed auction really, and the third one is around there. Okay, that brings us with these nice 3 trade setups possible. For a new high to be made, either an ABC zigzag, either an impulsive. So now we're going to cover the different targets we can look for if we have to push higher really. Okay, you of course can see here the levels, the possible resistance we have above. We have first of all this nice value area low path control plus a monthly negative path control. Okay, if we start breaking this, we have this nice swing for the pan here plus a weekly negative path control. If we reclaim this target, we can simply look for the monthly level here up to the weekly, up to the swing for the pan here as well. If we're in some big push to the upside, these are maybe some big zone of price, but it can be really quick, and this big zone of price can be really one target. You cannot look for some small targets like this anymore. It's like when you do some massive push up like this, you cannot look for only some small targets. You have to take some big zone of price to determine the possible stops and everything. But anyway, so yeah, this is the next target really. If we start breaking this, we can simply look for the value area high, so maybe a big swing through pan of the highs here into the swing through pan, come back down. If this do not happen, we just managed to reclaim everything. We can look for the next target, so big increase in price here. You can see if we break this value area high, we have a nice 30% push to the upside into this weekly negative path control and the weekly level. Next again, top taken, so swing through pan, possibly into the value area low. Extra high for the moment is good enough in my opinion. So let's go now on the on the waves again. So first of all, we need to find the wave 3 target. So how can we do this? We just have to go, so let's go on the daily time frame really quick so I can place the extension tool a bit better. You just have to take your extension tool, place it from the wave 1 route. I'm gonna go on the log scale really quick just to catch the low. So I'm gonna remove that, so the bottom is here. I'm gonna remove this now. On the wave 1 top, the second click, and then you can click third on the wave 2 bottom. Okay, so the wave 2 bottom is not, we do not know really where it's going to be at the moment. Oops, oh god. Anyway, I'm gonna take the extension tool I have already right here. So wave 1 root, wave 1 top, wave 2 bottom. Let's take the case that we are going to go between the 56.86%. We're going to get a nice drop. Okay, we're going to get this nice drop and another nice rise from here. So the bottom will be around the 6.86%. If we have to do a bottom now, we just have to place the third click on the bottom we have done. Okay, this is simple as that really. But yeah, I'm going to take the case that we're going to go into the most probable target, and so if we go there, we are simply going to look next for these different targets clearly. So first of all, we have the 120 extension. This is we have only 2% chance to stop here. So it's really small. It's still there. We have to be aware of, but it's a lot less probable to stop in here. So we're going to look normally minimum for the 1618 to be hit. And if this is not, I mean, this is reached, but there is no reaction here, we're still, for example, in the wave 3. We have a wave 1, 2, bam, 3. We still have no wave 4 and 5, because we need to get the 5 waves to complete this wave 3. So if we're still in the wave 3 in the small wave, there is just no reason to take a short on this, and we are not going to retrace yet. So it's 1618. This is a most probable target for the moment, so around $30. If we start breaking this, we'll have then the 200% here, then we'll have the 2618, 3618, 423.6. So we can go, as you can see here, with the wave 3 up to $64, and even more. As always, if we have to become super bullish, we can even do an extension, but again, I'm gonna stay realistic for the moment. So first of all, I'm gonna stay with the 1618. From here, if we have to, I mean, we normally should make a wave 4 at some point, okay? So if we have the wave 4, we should retrace. If we do a 56% here, we should retrace and make something regular, so to speak. We can look for the 38.2, I mean, between the 23.6 and the 38.2, so you can pull your fib retracement from the wave 3 top down to the wave 3 root. From here, at the wave 4 targets, as always, 23.6, 31.32, the MC fib, and the 38.2. That is the 1-to-1 extension, so I'm not going to add it. So here, 38.2, and from here you can pull your extension tool, the third click on the wave 4 bottom, and from here you can add the wave 5 target. So 618 first target, that brings us with a double top, okay, or 23 pound revolution above, possible, but as always, it's more probable to go to the one that is not a double top or a truncated. So truncated is simply when the wave 5 stop before the wave 3 top. So 1-to-1 extension is a most probable target, as you can see here. That should bring us around $34 on this asset. If we do again the most common impulsive, don't forget that this is the most probable target. We still have 2 targets above this in addition. We have the 1618 and the 2618. So for example, if you stop on the 1618 here on the wave 3, retrace 38.2 and bounce from here, we can go up to $56. And again, everything is possible. We can do also a massive extension in the wave 5. We absolutely like to do this these days, okay? So yeah, I really hope that makes sense. This is a possible most common impulsive. Really, don't forget that if we are in an ABC zigzag, the targets are not really the same, okay? I'm just gonna control everything so I can pull back this. Perfect. If we're in an ABC zigzag, then we're going to get a 5 waves correction, 5 waves, and the targets of the C are the following ones. You have to have the correction targets. So you first click on the A wave root, second click on the A wave top, and you third click on the B wave bottom. For now, we don't know where is a B wave bottom. If, for example, the B wave bottom is here, is in right now, you place it on the bottom. We have done first target the MC extension, so 618, 71, 786. Then we'll have the 1-to-1 extension. Then we'll have the 123 and the 1618 invalidation 200%. If we hit this, we're more likely in the impulsive, for example. Okay, so yeah, this is the plan really on this asset. So this can be a really good investment. Again, I'm not saying what you have to do. This is your own money. You have to do your own decisions. I'm not telling you have to buy this asset. If you want to trust this wave, you trust this wave. You have to make, of course, your own TS as always. This is extremely important. There are no any financial advice. Everything I'm sharing here is for educational purpose only. And yeah, I hope you're all having a nice weekend. Take care of you. Hope you're enjoying. If you enjoy, by the way, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. This helps as always a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much if you take the time to do it. And yeah, have a nice weekend, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.